All right, guys, so today's video is a sponsored video. I'm going to tell you all about the Launch 919E scanner, 919E scanner. And this was sent to us by a company. We've been using this for the last couple of weeks on cars, using this on the Porsche stuff, on BMW stuff, on Toyota. And this is a very, very nice scanner. This one does coding, programming, the whole 9 yards. We're going to show you just in a couple seconds. And something simple, not simple, something difficult, like coding injectors, telling your car what battery it has in it, whether it's AGM or flooded. Where on German cars, you have to tell it, or it won't charge correctly. Run all the live data on this. We just had an instance on the Porsche to where we had an issue with the spoiler go up and down. This could actually run the spoiler up and down, could actually test all the switches, test all the relay stuff, and then you could actually run it up and code it to stay up or code it to stay down. There's many variations to it. And on BMW stuff, when we have complex systems, especially on M5s where you need to run adaptions on the transmission, run adaptions on the Vanos stuff, and bleed the Vanos system, that'll do all this stuff. The scanner's a little bit expensive, but for what it does, it's not expensive at all. It's about $400-ish. I don't know the exact dollar amount. And like I said, Launch was grateful enough to send this to us. So let's go to this X5 and let's scan it and see what it's all about. It's important to note that we could also do the updates on this without any extra additional cost. So we updated everything to start. We just scanned the whole car, automatically recognizes the car. This also does all the oil change resets, all the TPM, the tire pressure monitor system, coding, and all that crap. That's very handy to have. Who owns a BMW and doesn't at some point have tire pressure issues, or our Toyota is always having issues with that and that business. So we just we scanned the whole thing here. So we got a code in the ECM engine control module. Let me see here. We have the fan in the bottom of the box. Communication with alternator. We have alternator issue. So that kind of is par for the course. Also, communication with the alternator is also par for the course with a Chinese alternator, which we probably have. And luckily the bearing's out. Fuel tank cap open. So evap code. We haven't checked it. Maybe it is open. Maybe the cap's bad, right? We'll walk through all that. We have a transfer case oil wear problem. We just changed that, so that's no issue. ABS anti-lock braking system. We have transmission control limp home operation. So that's probably before. We haven't reset it since last time. These are our old codes because it's not in limp mode at all. Steering angle sensor internal, insignificant clear fault memory. So we're going to clear all this and we're going to see if it's going to reset. But we may have to clean the steering angle sensor in this and then reset it. That may be a thing. Let me see. Steering angle sensor calibration, allocation incorrect, not available. So yeah, I can't see it. It's probably that. Then we have IKE, electronic braking force distribution, and no signal line disturbed. Instrument bus. Now we have phantom codes also because when we did the transmission service, I don't think we reset it after that. I can't remember. But anyhow, central body electronic, central locking driver's door interrupted, windscreen washer system short circuit, probably the pump got froze on it. And a lot of these like, damn, that's a lot of codes for a BMW. Actually, it's kind of par for the course, really. Relay for wiper motor open circuit. And if the battery's gone dead in this thing, this could be all phantom stuff too. I would say by looking at what's going on here, it probably is. And dip beam left fault for the headlights. It's all headlight stuff. Side light rear left fault indicator. LCM brake light left. And that's it. So let's go ahead and clear all the codes out. I might take a second for that. And we'll go ahead and start up once it's cleared, and we're going to rescan and see what comes back. It's the best thing we could do. And then we're back up here, so all the transmission codes are gone. Let's start it up for a second. Transfer case, oil wear, steering angle sensor. So what we're going to have to do here, we'll go into the steering angle sensor. Let's look and see You hear the alternator making that noise? That's crazy, isn't it? Continue. And we can actuation test this, read stream data, read fault code, sensor allocation correct. So it gives us options here for help, code search. You can look up the code. This hooks to your Wi-Fi and does all that stuff. Will it give us help or not? No. Which is code search, goes right to Google, so it has a full browser. And you can actually look up the code on Google and all this stuff, and you have to page through all that and look for all that. We could also do that. We go to the computer and do that, but it's all right here. You can tether this from your phone, any kind of Wi-Fi you can hook to. So it actually is a pretty good setup. And how do we get back out of there? There we go. And then make sure you want to exit. Let's go ahead and exit this, and let's go back. And I'm going to show you the main screen here. So we have our battery voltage test, our update, upgrade stuff. We have IM monitor for emission control, things like that. We have our diagnose button, our reset, and we have brake reset, oil reset. Like this does it all. The brake bleeding. If you have a Chevy or Ford, you require brake bleeding, some Toyota stuff, that does that. Electronic throttle body relearn, tire pressure monitor reset, and all that stuff. All the gearbox stuff, diagnostics for gearbox. We'll have to dig through and try to figure out how to reset that wear code, that oil wear for the transfer case. You could do all that. In transport mode, we're gonna lock it all down. Windows calibration and all that business. And then go into settings, the screen capture, has all the screen record, all the brightness, you change your time zones, like all that stuff. You can delete files out of there and all that business. And it's a very nice setup. And we'll go in here to BMW. Okay. And it's saying software instructions. And it's going to read all this stuff, processing data. So it's going to go and rescan, and it's going to ask me if it's going to automatically search. It's going to ask if we want to code program. If we click on that, it's going to ask us what car it is. We're code programming. We have X series. We have E53 right in front of my beak. Coding program, car keyed memory, or obtain accurate information. Please select the following system according. Okay. So asking if we want to code program the EWS, a mobilizer, instrument cluster stuff, and you just go on through. I mean, just multiple layers of stuff. You could do whatever you want on that. And yes, we're trying to back out. It's going to say error because we're trying to leave. Let's leave this. And that's pretty much, yes, going to put us back to the main page. So it is a very neat setup for sure. So if you want to check this out, there'll be a link in the description. And I'll go back and see if they're going to put promotion on for us for this or whatever have you. It does have USB-C, so you hook it to your computer or whatever, and anything like that. Or if you just want to physically charge to that port, you can also do that. On the back, it also has a little kickstand, so you have to sit there and hold the damn thing. It actually has a camera that's built in too, so you take pictures of stuff on it, screenshot to the front of it, and it'll sit up like so. Like any other ones like this, make sure you do not forget to actually physically turn it off, because it will stay on. It will not go off with the key. It has a built-in battery. That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. Well, have a good day. We'll see you all again very soon.